Welcome to Muang Khua.
That's right, we're coming to you this morning from the banks of the Nam U River. We've been here a couple of nights. We're staying a total of 3. What do you think so far of this place?
It's a nice little town, good to walk around in. We had a great dinner last night.
That's right. This is a quaint little village on the way to Vietnam for most people. Some are going the other way. We came up here from, where was it?
Nong Khao.
That's right, from Nong Khao. It's a 6-hour bum-numbing boat ride that was really not very comfortable, but once you get here, you forget about all that. You get into this village, immerse yourself into some local Lao culture. Today, we're going to take you for an exploration around the village, show you what's here. Excited? Come and join us today. It's going to be lots of fun. So Muang Khua is a hotbed for backpackers, people traveling from all over the world. And you can see here down at the pier this morning, people are getting ready to go on the boat down to Nong Khao. So you actually take 2 boats. You take one boat part way, and then there's a dam, and there's no access around it. There's no locks. So you get out, you take a tuk-tuk, then you get into another boat. And you know what, I will tell you, for us, the boat ride was really uncomfortable, but you know what, totally worth it. Once you get here, you know what, this is just a great little place. So when you get off the boat and come into town, or if you come in by bus from Vietnam, you know, you'll find there's just guest houses everywhere. No shortage of space. Really good value. We'll show you where we're staying. Okay, so we're staying here at the Chaler and Souk guest house. And we have an absolutely beautiful air-conditioned room, huge bed, lots of space, shared open balcony, $12 US a night. Pretty good value, eh?
One of the best places we've had so far.
Yeah, in terms of places we've stayed in Laos, like, this has been the lowest price and probably the best place. I'd highly recommend looking them up. You can look them up on Google, send them a WhatsApp if you want, or just walk in, you should be okay. So we'll take you for a wander here down the main road in Muang Khua. So all along the main road, you have all your vendors and stores set up. Starts to open up around 6:30 in the morning, and got all sorts of stuff for sale here. It's a real interesting local Lao experience. Over here we got shoes and all sorts of stuff. You're gonna get stores that have just about everything in them. Lots of these lovely little shops. You know, they're just filled to the brim with all sorts of retail goods. It's really interesting to see. And then along the road, you'll have, you know, people selling produce and this sort of stuff. It's really, really good stuff, really fresh, really inexpensive. You know, the ladies come out early in the morning. They sit here for a few hours selling their produce, and then they'll take an afternoon break, maybe have a nap, go back to have lunch with their family. And then later in the day, they're back out with their stuff again. So you'll see there's all sorts of stuff. Look at this. This is great. Look at this squash. You can spend just a whole bunch of time just looking through the stores and the nooks and crannies, what kind of stuff is here. This is a farming area. There's all sorts of farming tools. You've got these sickles, you've got spades, all that kind of stuff. Toys for your kids, all sorts of flip-flops. Really, really cool. Really cool. More people selling vegetables. Oh wow, look at this. Bags of dried chilies. There's also garlic and shallot. Flats of eggs, seaweed, you name it. What do we got here? Football stuff. Get yourself a Manchester United toque you can have. Chelsea football. All English Premier Football League stuff, swag. Fishing rods. Everybody fishes along the Nam U River. All the villagers, locals, they're out there doing that. Gotta watch crossing the road here with all these scooters coming. Nobody wants to hit a phalang. Here's interesting, look at this construction. They're refinishing this building, and they're using scaffolding, right? So the scaffolding is all put together. It's all bamboo. And they just tie this bamboo together with basically plastic tape. There's no such thing as metal scaffolding in construction here. It's all done with bamboo. More shops here. What do we got? What do we got? Look at these beautiful bananas. We aren't sure what those are. We've had them. They're incredibly sour. Sarah, describe your experience tasting those little sour things.
Full pucker.
Yeah, it's the most sour thing you've ever ate in your life. So here's something good to know if you're going to come here. There's a Lao Development Bank ATM. Will not work with Western cards. If you're from Europe, North America, your card won't work there. You need to go across the street. We're in the sort of the main intersection here. It's like a triangle in the city. Sorry, village. You're just going to go across the road. You'll see there's an ATM that way. All right, here. So we're at the main intersection. There's some really good restaurants around here. This one here in particular is good. Really good local prices. Holy smokes. Look at this giant semi-truck trying to come through here. Pretty dusty here, as you can see. Okay, we are going to take you to the other side of the village, show you some of that. So you'll see these signs all around Laos. B and then the name, it's the Ban, and then it's the village. So within this larger village, there are smaller villages within, and each one of these villages has a village chief actually. And so here's the sign. We're gonna go to Ban Salang She. But that's not funny, but I will show you a funny sign. This sign here is really funny. So this is advertising a guest house. So what it's supposed to say is cross over the Namphak Bridge, turn left, the room is on your left. But it says gross over Namphak Bridge, turn left, loom on left. Pretty funny. All right, we're heading down. We're gonna go to interesting bridge here. All right, so this is the suspension bridge in town. Looks like it's been here a while. Missing some boards that have been replaced, loose boards. It's a bit of an interesting experience crossing it. Sarah, what do you think about going over this bridge?
I think it's definitely better done sober. Watch out for gaps in the boards. A few look like they're rotting a little bit. Nobody seems to have fallen through yet.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be jerking around on this bridge, going through the boards or going over the side of the railings here. You can see what I mean about the boards. So they put up metal poles at the ends of the thing here so that people don't ride their scooters over this. That to me would be crazy. Oh, these planks are insane. Bridge kind of sways away nicely, but you get out into the middle here and we'll have a good view. Check this out. So I'm not afraid of heights or sketchy about suspension bridges, but it does kind of make you wonder about when this thing was built and where the service life is at. But from the middle of the bridge here, you get a really nice view. And as you cross over, you can see on the riverbanks, people have planted gardens all along there. You'll also see fishermen with their boats pulling nets. Maybe it's for shrimp, I don't know. Well, here's a nice hole in the bridge. At night, kids come out here, locals. They sit on the bridge, play on their cell phones. We came across last night. I had to turn my iPhone flashlight on. There's no lighting here. It's really dark. And yeah, just wanted to make sure I could see where I was going. Anyway, when you cross over the bridge from, you know, the main part of town, you go into the sort of really kind of quite a rustic area of the village. It's really beautiful over here. Okay, I'll be glad when I get over this thing. This poor guy here is going on the spit tonight, I think. He's tied up. He's not looking too happy, but he's going to make somebody a great meal. So he'll be cooked up tonight, or whenever. Well, he's a little distressed, but he probably senses his fate.
But everybody's piling into that truck for a big celebration somewhere outside of town.
Yeah, you know, there's probably something going on, and he's the meal. Interesting. Didn't expect to see that.
For sure.
All right, into the village area. Sarah has a new theory on what that truck picking up the pig was.
So I think they might just be taking it to butcher, because they also put a big garbage can in, maybe to collect the blood. I don't know.
That was certainly one of the most interesting things I've seen, actually, in a year traveling. Not something I expected. Sabaidi. Family sitting outside. Laos is all about family. Slow pace of life. This village is really quiet. Most people come here, most are backpackers, and they stay like one day. Oh, those guys are jacked. They're gonna be YouTube famous. That was pretty funny. Here across from a house is an area where somebody comes and they cook food. They've actually got a fridge here as well. They cook in that pit, and you can see from the blackness on the rock and the black on the tin on the roof. They've been cooking here a long time. Here's a local. I just love this place. This local experience is just freaking awesome. Here's just a local little store, and it's just got a few bits and pieces in it. And here's a house. The siding's just woven bamboo. Quite a bit of that actually in town. So most people that are backpacking, traveling through here, usually staying one night, perhaps two. We think it's a shame just to stay one night. You know, you come in late on the boat, then you have dinner. Boat gets here about 6 p.m. You have dinner, maybe a couple of drinks or soda, whatever you like, and then you're out of here the next day, you know, early, and you never get a chance to walk around and see this kind of stuff. And this is the best part of Laos, is coming and seeing the local stuff. You know, what truly local Lao life is like. And it's amazing, I tell you. The people are very friendly, very friendly. You miss out on all these experiences. People seem to be in a hurry to get to Vietnam. And yeah, backpackers miss out on a lot. Another little store. No, bokap chai, bokap chai.
Bye.
Yeah, and that's one of the unfortunate things as a foreign traveler. You know, those kids, they look happy to see you, but you know, then they're asking for money. And you know, it's unfortunate. We do understand and empathize with the situation in Laos, and you know, it's difficult for people. You know, at the same time, you know, foreign visitors are not just ATMs to dispense cash to people, so that is sometimes a bit tough, but what can you do, you know? When you don't give the money, I don't think what they say about you is maybe potentially very nice. Sarah, what do you think?
Oh, I think there were a few choice words there. Thankfully, we can understand them, so it's all good.
That's right. They know we don't understand what they're saying, so who knows? Oh, here's some ducks. What do you got here? Some ducks at a house. This is amazing. Check out this bamboo weave house on tin on stilts. Some really rustic stuff. There's lots of more modern construction, but there's lots of rustic stuff. You know, here's an example of a more modern construction style. Here you can see out on the curb drying is, we're not sure what kind of material it is, but they set it out to dry. And it's used to make brooms, and if you look closely here, you can see up against the house, they have some completed brooms that are still drying. And this is like a huge business in this town, particularly. You see, if you head out to the more sort of industrial area, there's areas where they collect these, you know, people bring in what they've harvested, and I guess they get paid for it, and then they get distributed, and somebody makes all these brooms, and then, you know, they're obviously not all being used in this town. And this is a very small place, village I should say, but they must be sold, who knows where they go, but really interesting craftsmanship. So the weather today is nice, there's a little bit of a breeze, it's not too hot, wintertime in Laos. Still wearing a shirt. It was hot yesterday, highs of maybe 30 degrees. You can see here, you walk around the village and sometimes there's just not a lot. All right, we'll just have a bit of an explore. We haven't been down this particular little street. See what's here. And you got one of your typical Lao noodle houses. Go there and get your cow soy. It's also their house. All the businesses in the front are houses in the back. All sorts of stuff going on. Hey? A what? Ah, okay. People outside grilling some meat. Here's another local convenience store. Got your eggs. If you're from America and you're paying some ridiculous price for eggs, you'll love the fact that here you can buy eggs for next to nothing. They don't have the same problems that you do. It's pretty quiet here.
So for about $4 Canadian, you can get a flat of 30 eggs here.
$2.75 US for 30 eggs. We'll go head up to the main road again. See what's going on over there. There's a bunch of smoke coming. Somebody's got a grill going, maybe. Maybe it's that pig already having a spin on the spit. He sure wasn't happy. And I'm an animal lover, but food is food. Without it, you don't eat. It's the way it is. All right, so the smoke isn't Mr. Piggy. It's just someone burning brush. It's not burning season here yet, or at least there's no smoke from burning season coming from Vietnam or Thailand. Oh, look, a puppy. Across the street here, you got a cake shop. Cakes in the cooler. Lao people like to have big celebrations, weddings, birthdays, certain different things. Beautiful. Here's a lovely Lao noodle house. Khao soi pork, khao soi chicken, noodle soup. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Here you got your seamstress if you need to get some sewing done or an outfit made. Just all sorts of local small business. You know, there are some larger chains. Oppo, the cell phone company, they have like 4 stores here, which seems a bit crazy to me. This is kind of cool, eh? So this is like a door to a house. Except there really isn't a house. It's like been kept from the original construction as they're building a new one by the looks of it. Now that's exactly what's happening here. Here's some chicks. Sabadi. Sabadi. Local families, beautiful. Here's your cell phone store. And Oppo seems to have an awful lot of stores in town for, you know, what is really small village. That's kind of curious to me. You gotta watch where you're going sometimes. Across the road here you got clothing wholesale, or sorry, clothing retail. Ling Long, your tire shop. Then you got your beverage place here. You can get all your pops, sodas, waters, beer, Lao, chips, snacks, Summersby, dried seaweed. Yeah, so we did skip the far end of town. There's not a lot. There's more industrial. There's a main bridge that goes over the Namu. It's got spectacular views. Here's some bit of outdoor market going on. Some oranges, lettuce. See what Sarah's found here. What did we find? So Sarah's buying something. I don't know what the hell it is. What is that you're buying anyway?
Pork.
Pork? Can I want sai ua? Two.
I don't know. These are different.
One. Okay, sai ua, some local sausage we'll have. Sarah's got some pork. We got all sorts of stuff there. Come try lalai.
Cooks it?
Okay, so we're about to find out how much those cost. Come chai lalai. Some other stuff here. So it's 2 little stands, ladies selling similar stuff. So you got 2 pork skewers and 2 sai ua?
Yeah.
How much was that?
60,000 kip.
60,000 kip. About $4. I think that was a Falang price. What do you think?
I don't think so, because it's all meat.
Yeah, you know what, you're right. I don't know what kind of meat I got. She was telling us there's 2 different kind of sausage, but we don't know what the hell is what, so. Here, why don't we, do you want to eat this meat here on this bridge?
Sure.
All right. We'll get ourselves a little view of the river here. So what do we got?
So some barbecue pork. Very good.
There's 2 kind of sausage, but no idea what kind they are. No idea. Give it a try. There's some rice and veggie filler in there. Some carrot. There's meat in there. Spicy. Whoa. That's really tasty. I have no idea what the meat is. It's damn good.
That is really good. And it's got some heat to it.
Yeah, this Saiua, holy, that's got some zip. Not super greasy, a little greasy on the fingers, but it's good. Here, let me try some of this pork. Some kind of grilled pork. Smells smoky. That's good. I like that.
Okay, let's try the second sausage here. Less filler, less spice, more smoky meat flavor.
Yeah, this one here, the profile of the meat has less other stuff in it. Softer texture. Smoky. Less dense. Not hot. I think I prefer the first one. What about you?
They're both good, but I agree. The first one was really good. It had more zip to it.
Yeah, the first one was really good. I could eat about 10 of them. Nothing like walking around at 10 in the morning and eating some street sausage. Pretty fun. It's a little overcast today. In the distance there, it's kind of cloudy. But I don't think there's any rain in the forecast. We have been in Laos almost 2 months. It hasn't rained once. The weather's just been spectacular. Some cooler mornings, cooler evenings. Great temperatures. Get a bit more of this pork here. It's a pretty generous portion of meat actually that she gave us. Like, it's pricey compared to getting the noodles and stuff like that in Laos. But like, we got quite a bit of meat here actually. Oh yeah, it's good. Nice marinade on it. Great flavor. It's nice to get a good couple hunks of meat. When you order main dishes, you don't get a lot of protein usually. We had a interesting dinner last night. We went to a restaurant just over the suspension bridge, and no English on the menu. Nobody spoke English. So we ordered, sort of. We ended up with a goat curry and some sticky rice. And man, was the goat curry amazing. It's really tasty, really good. Lots of heat. Sticky rice was amazing. Very inexpensive. Yeah, you just can't beat it. It was great. Finished this pork off. Here's your truck full of oranges over here. You got your roadside, kind of got your fruits and vegetables and kind of this kind of stuff. Beautiful watermelons, oranges, apples. Beautiful, absolutely amazing stuff. Local prices too. Got some service businesses in here behind. Here you have a seamstress. Little convenience store. Oh, here's the barber here. I came here yesterday, got my hair cut. That was pretty good. That was nice. Really cheap. It was about a $2 haircut. There's a few barbers along here. You can get your hair done. It's kind of like Barber Alley, right? So interestingly enough, my barber didn't even have scissors. All right, we'll just check out the rest of this area here. This is an industrial shop here selling all sorts of outdoor stuff. Just all sorts of cool stuff. Buy yourself a TV and take it home on your scooter. No shortage of creativity. All right, and here we have the Lao post office. So just after you pass the post office, you head into the next village. Ban Foxay Nye. We'll head down here and just take some images of the Wat, see what's going on. There's one Wat in town here. It's quite nice. So one thing I noticed about this Wat is that it doesn't seem open to the public. They have a gate that's closed. Who knows? We'll just take a photo here. See what we got here. Here's the big drum they have. We'll just have a little poke here at the gate and see. I think the Wat is closed. It's got a chain on the gate. There's some monks in there. It looks really beautiful, actually. So it's quite a nice Wat, but it doesn't look like it's really open to go in and look. So we'll head back into the center of town. So that brings us full circle back to the center of town. I hope you enjoyed our tour of this little village here today. It's a really special place and we've enjoyed our time here. My name's Jay.
And I'm Sarah.
We're a couple of crazy Canadians. We're traveling the world full time. If you like what we're doing, hit the like and subscribe button down below and we'll see you in the next travel video.